And numbers are rolling. Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Jaime Tude. And I'm here with another Ash vs. Evil Dead video log. Yep, another round of that. So, here we have episode 8. Appropriately titled, Ashes to Ashes. I say appropriately titled because, well, of what happens. Let's see here. The premise of this episode. Oh yeah, we last left Ash when he was hanging out with the Southern militia. Probably the. I wouldn't be surprised if they had that militia taking place in Oregon. I just moved the show over there. It would make sense right now. Very topical. Okay. Okay, maybe that joke was a little bit drawing the line. But anyway, let's see. Ash escaped the militia. Oh, as far as exciting stuff that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing my laundry while I talk. Hope y'all like. So, yeah. He left the militia, and now he's found his way back to the cabin where it all started. Yes, the cabin from the second film. I think. Or the first film. Depends on their... depends on, you know, how you feel about... and how you feel about the show's continuity so far, the franchise's continuity so far. And so what is he going to do? Well, he's going to take the book back and bury it, it seems like. Which is, you know, what he should have done in the first place. And what is this episode? Well, he left his friends in the last episode so he could do this alone. And not put them in any harm's way, or any further harm's way. Except... the detective has caught up with him. Yep, the one that he's been having that romantic flirt relationship with this whole time. He's, yeah, she's got, she's caught up with him, she's in the cabin with him, and what do we have all throughout this episode? Callbacks. What else are you going to expect from this series at this point is a mix of new material, A, and B, callbacks. The deer head on the wall, reference to that particular famous scene with the laughing deer head. Still one of the wackiest moments from Evil Dead 2. You have Ash's hand catching up with everybody. And why I say it's appropriately titled, you have the return of Evil Ash. Yes, they went there. Yes, Evil Ash from Army of Darkness. He is back in this episode, and I'm not going to spoil how it happens. I'm just going to say it happens, and it should be expected at this point, honestly. Because they're trying to recapture all the fun that the original series had, and why not recycle a few elements? That's what they've been doing. They've been tossing in new elements and seeing what they can do that's fresh, and now they're giving you a buttload of old elements now that you're back at the cabin. Ash's girlfriend, the one who had to be decapitated in the second film, and stuck her head between the vice grip. Yeah, she's back here too, and oddly enough, her head seems pretty much reformed. I'm not just saying, like, okay, well, of course, it's reformed, the Deadite power has fused it back together. I'm just saying, even when you first see her head, it's a skull. And for those of you who haven't seen the second film, well, we last saw Ash splitting that skull in half with a chainsaw. So you have to wonder, 30, almost 30 years later, did it just sort of... You first see it here, it's a skull sitting in the vice grip. And everything is just as... Everything in the cabin is pretty much just as it was left 30 years ago, or as close to they can get to 30 years ago. And it's it's kind of it's kind of raising a few questions, like, how did that head refuse itself together in the past 30 years? The skull, you know? Yeah, the girlfriend comes back. She's not quite as graceful as she was in the second film, or quite as eye-poppingly strange, but she's here and she's doing it a little bit. So expect that from this episode. That was kind of nice. The one thing that they do that's new, aside from Ash, aside from Evil Ash returning the way that he does, well, let's see. Pablo and Kelly are out in the woods right now. And the detective is still at the cabin with Ash. One of the new characters dies. And I shouldn't say that this is a completely fresh element, because, they've done that before, haven't they? Someone who's not Ash gets killed in an Evil Dead movie. What are the odds? And so, I say that it comes across as fresh because it was something that was unexpected, and yet it was expected, all at the same time. So my feelings overall about how it was executed, I'm kind of mixed. I mean, I was almost I was kind of sad about this, and I don't know, maybe if this character is popular enough, they'll bring them back for the second season. You know, they're dealing with raising the dead, so why not? They took a risk there. They got you to like one of these new characters, and they killed it off. They killed them off. So, for what it's worth, I'd say it was a pretty good episode. I guess, yes. How do you like my tidy whities? I guess, we'll see where things go from here. Ruby is not in this episode. I guess she's still catching up with everybody else. She's probably, who knows what powers she has. We've only come into a brief brushing over the surface of what kind of voodoo powers or Deadite powers that she has. So it seems like she's invulnerable. It seems like it. So, power out. Well, not power out, the screen just went to sleep. So, I'm sure we'll see her again final 2 episodes, we just don't know yet. She's probably, I don't know, stealing a truck and catching up to the cabin. So, I got 2 episodes left in this video log, and I'm gonna finish this off. I liked the episode. Episode 8, good episode. We'll see where we go from here. Alright, if you guys like this video log, make sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and all that. If you have a suggestion for another activity, perhaps something a little bit more interesting that I could be doing while talking about this show, leave that in the comment as well. And I look forward to finishing this off for you guys, for whoever's watching. Alright, ciao for now, y'all.